Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Hokies ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Madness. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take a shot right away. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Manning with a play fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Play action, here's Manning. Rolls right. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorn! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hokies offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hokies right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Hairston. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Now on the move.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Manning got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Smothers. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Manning to the air again. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick. But on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Hokies! Looking for the time with the extra point.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Kings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. Looking left. On the left side, here's Coleman. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll go to the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moving out to the right. Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Smothers. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! He'll try to tack on one more.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back's got it on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Turns up, it's Denmark. showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Sets his feet. It's Duggar. Look out! Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good! That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Lost the throw on 1st. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. The snap sets up to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're all over him. There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Drops back on 1st down. Under pressure. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Duggar. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. It's now a 1-point.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Smothers. He's past the sticks. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Fresh set of downs going up top. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with Baylor taking on the TCU Horned Frogs.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Hokies head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Third and long right here. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Oh, pressure's coming. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Extending the play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
A lot of times as a defender, it's really about route recognition, seeing what that receiver is going to do. And you could tell, stuck his foot in the ground, started to break in. Nice job breaking on the quarterback's eyes, breaking his hand in there and batting the football to the ground.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He's got the tight end. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Jackson gonna throw it. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Out wide left, it's Smothers. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So I guess the upside is at least the ball wasn't put in harm's way, but it's still 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Jumped on top of the pile.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. He's changing the play. Jackson will throw. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a little space. Got enough for the first down. Could be an alley.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll do it himself. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Second and long here. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Gonna let it fly. Goes high to pull it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Look out! He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting the score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Longhorn sideline. Their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Buying time to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Jackson gonna throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Duggar. The screen, he can go. He's running free down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Makes the grab for the 2. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't set his feet.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They're all over it. Out wide right, it's Hudson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Jackson will throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Under pressure.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Hokies sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The fake and wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hairston. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Finds his target.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. A mere 4 seconds after. Stop for the 2-minute timeout. The defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can...
Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Jackson gonna throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On his feet at the 40. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Right side, it's Coleman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Oh, he wants it all. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Long way to go on second down. Left side, it's Denmark.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Stepping to the right. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.